What's up, guys? We're back with another YouTube video. You're probably wondering where Jaclyn is right now. She ain't here, she gone. She's gone on a little girls trip with some of her friends. She's gonna get renewed. And you know what that means? Your boy is left watching two kids, 2.5 years and under, by himself. You're probably really concerned about me and I'm a little scared about it, but she's gonna be gone for 48 hours, and I got the kids, so just look out. You'll see how that goes real soon. But that's not why we're here right now. Just wanted to talk to you guys. You know, you guys are friends, and sometimes we like to jump on our YouTube channel and just talk, because you know we just consider you guys family, and we hope that you guys feel like, you know, we're friends. And every time you do these videos, you guys are just in the room with us and hanging out and kicking it, because we feel like we're cool people. And Jaclyn and I was talking the other day, and just this one thought came into, we started having this conversation about, you know, just callings and purpose, and just how do you pursue and move forward in your calling and what you feel the Lord's called you to, and in this day and age, while still trusting Him to make it happen, and if it's not happening in your timing, not getting discouraged. And these are real things, you know, because I feel like we all are called to something. Like we all have a calling or purpose that God's given us, and that's inside us, and that's how we're wired. But I think it's so easy to give up too soon, or give up on that calling when it doesn't start happening, or when you don't see things moving in line or in the right timing. You say, at this point I should be here, or I should be doing this, and you know, you start to doubt that. It's easy to start to doubt that God's called you to do that thing, whether it's called you to be an artist, or called you to be a musician, or a rapper, or a speaker, or a teacher, or whatever He's called you to do. It's so easy to give up on that and to lose sight of that in the uncertainty of life, or when you don't see things that are lining up with what you feel the Lord's called you to do. So, you know, we were talking, and the first thing that, you know, popped up to me, you know, is that I had this one thought, and it's like, and I wrote them down just so I don't forget, because I'm gonna forget it. I want to say it just like how I wrote it down. If God gives you the anointing, He'll do the appointing. So I'm gonna say that again. If God gives you the anointing, He'll do the appointing. So really, if God's called you to do something, He's anointed you to do something, and this is it, and you know what it is? At His time, He's gonna choose the appointed time for you to walk out into that, and for things to start opening up. He's gonna open the right doors. You don't have to go banging down on them doors, and it's hard in this day and time when it's all about being on your grind and continuing to, like work hard, play hard type life, and you got to continue make it happen. Like everything that you see out there is like, you have to make it happen. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't try and put your best foot forward, and to not be lazy, and to do your due diligence, and to work on your craft, whatever that is, or to take the time to do these things. Like all that is important. But I feel like what we miss there's like a borderline where we can get too fixated on trying everything to where we more so forget to trust God, and we just trust in ourselves and start to strive. Like we strive to where now it becomes draining, and it takes out of us, and it kind of like leaves us drained, and to where we even start getting cynical toward toward our calling and our purpose and the thing God's called us to. You know, it's so easy, and I myself have done that so much, because I feel the Lord has called me to many things, where it's music, artistry. I feel like He's called me to, even there's this part of me that feel like the Lord called me to do design, design clothing and shoes. And, you know, I love shoes, I love to design shoes. I feel like He's called me to do that, and speak, and to do these various things, right? God's called me to do these things, but if I'm being honest, none of these things are happening currently, right? I'm not designing right now. I don't have a apparel line yet. I feel it's going to happen, but I'm not designing. Of course, speaking is happening. I'm speaking on YouTube, and I have had opportunities in the past to speak to groups and youth groups and to schools and various different avenues like that. But it's still not to the point where I feel like it should be. And I know you guys probably experienced that, and you're probably in the same boat saying, like, God, you call me to write books and write poems and poetry, and I don't know where to go read it. You know, no one's asking me to write a poem for something. No one's asking me to do these things. Like, I don't have the opportunities. The doors don't seem like they're opening. But I'm just here just to encourage you guys. Don't allow a closed door to close your heart. Don't allow that closed door to make you give up or to just chuck up the deuces to what God's calling you to do, what He's calling you to be, because He's doing the pointing. Like, His timing is perfect. He knows the proper timing. He's going to bring the right people into your view at the right time. If you feel you're going to be a movie star or you want to be an actress or actor, He's going to bring the right filmmakers to you. Like, He's going to bring the right role to you. And I even think of that one, I forget that artist. Like, it was her first time. What's her name? The girl that sings Rise Up. Andra Day. Yes. It was her first time acting in that Billie Holiday versus America movie. She had no prior acting roles before. It was her first role, and she got an Academy Award for it. And to me, that's just amazing. Like, she didn't even know that's what her purpose was. And I watched this Oprah interview with her, and she mentioned how she just felt like God was telling her, you should do this. And she listened, she obeyed, and she got so much recognition for the role that she did. And I think that's so amazing. That leads me to my next point, which is that if He's called you to do it, then He'll lead you to it. Like, He'll lead you to what He's calling you to do. He'll lead you, like the word says, He leads you behind still waters. He'll lead you exactly where you need to go at the right time if you'll just trust Him, listen, and just allow Him to lead you and to give Him the keys to the vehicle, right? Don't try to hold on to things so tight. Don't try to hold on to opportunities or open doors or connections and feel like if it doesn't happen that way, it's not going to happen. Or don't even try to fantasize how it should happen. You know, that's a big thing for me too. I struggle with sometimes trying to figure it all out and trying to have the right and think of what's the best way that this can happen for me? What's the best way that this door can open up, or I could start doing this, or I could start doing that? And that type of thing right there could derail you so quickly. But God is an infinite God, and He's so amazing and so creative, and He wants all the glory. And if you could figure out how He's going to make things happen in your life and how He's going to move this piece to make it all work out for you, then in essence, you're taking the glory from Him because He wants all of it. And He's going to do it in a way that you can't figure out. He's going to do it in a way that you didn't see coming. He's going to do it in a way that's going to totally jack you up because you didn't see it coming. It's going to be a complete curveball. So just allow God to lead you to it. You know, that's kind of a struggle when you feel like you want to be in control and make a responsible decision and just be, have your hands on it too tightly. You want to hold that thing so close and so tight and just do the right thing in the best strategic way possible. And for strategic people like myself, that is so hard to do because you feel like you make the best decision there is anyway because you're strategic and you've thought of all the things that could happen, all the variables. But all that stuff don't matter with God because God's going to do it. Because if He's called you to do it, He's going to lead you to it. And as He leads you to it, the other thing I like the most and I thought of in this time, and I hope I'm not even sure if this is even helping anybody, but it really helped me when I started thinking like this. And, there's so much things that I feel like, I mentioned earlier, that I feel like I'm called to and God's calling me to do. And He's saying, hey, you're going to do this and you're going to do this. And I'm like, really? Because I don't see none of that stuff happening right now. I don't feel it. There's no kind of indicator happening in my life right now. There's no door open that's saying you're going to do this or you're going to do that or, this is going to happen. But I'm like, I trust you, God. Last thing I was going to say, as He leads you to it, if you'll follow Him to it, he'll sustain you through it. Like he's gonna give you everything you need. He's gonna be there with you. He's gonna hold your hand as you're walking in your calling, as you're moving with purpose, as you are knee deep in the things that he's designed you to do. He's gonna sustain you through it if you follow him, trust him. And that's, I truly feel like God's like, he's not gonna lead you to something and not sustain you. He's not gonna ask you to do something, and as long as you commit to him and continue to follow him, he's gonna be there with you. He'll never leave you or forsake you. That's scriptural. He's not gonna leave you. He's not gonna hang you out there to dry or put you in a situation where you're gonna fail. All the tools you need are already inside of you. And I truly believe too, though, if your character can sustain the level where he's taking you, then he's gonna sustain you through it. And obviously it's our job to keep our character in check and make sure our character is right. But I truly feel like God's gonna sustain you as you do the thing you're called to do, as you're walking in that, as you are following him, he's gonna sustain you through it. And really it's a quick chat. This is literally all I wanted to say to you guys today. And I really hope that this helped, because this really helped me when I first came across this thought and started thinking. I'm like, when I get in my low moments thinking that, God, I want you to use me in these areas where I feel you're calling me to, and it's not happening yet, but just to know his time is perfect, and he's gonna do the appointing. Like, I don't have to try to break down windows and doors and meet with all these people and try to make this connection happen, and that stuff will happen. And I do my due diligence, but I don't have to strive and break my neck and break my back trying to do these things, because God's gonna line up everything in place. He's gonna line it all up, and then he's gonna lead me to it. He's gonna lead me to the right place, the right timing, the right people, the right connections. He's gonna orchestrate all that in the background for me. And I truly feel he's gonna sustain you and sustain me through it as we both are walking in our calling. I truly feel like you guys have huge callings, huge purposes, huge destinies on your life. And I truly feel like God's gonna sustain you in it. I hope that helps. There's just a quick chat, quick thing on my head. I just figured I'd press play and see what happens. And I truly hope you guys are having a great week. Guys, if there's anything you want to comment, feel free to comment. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button. Thanks for watching this video. We're so glad you guys joined along with us through our crazy journeys and through all these different videos we throw up there. And we're truly thankful for you guys, and see you next time. I gotta go check on Haven and Zane. I think somebody's up, so I gotta go feed somebody real quick. I think it's Haven, so gotta go feed Haven. Back on daddy duty. Bye, guys.